I'm your dungeon master, I'm your guide, I'm your travel companion on this fun little journey.
I mean, I'm not the best at being subtle about it.
Trying is all we can do. I do not do stealth. I do not do it.
Kind of specialize in not being found.
Welcome to Health Hits Experience, the show where we do the D&D into space. I'm your Dungeon Master, Pretty Lee, and this is my lovely crew. Everybody say hello.
Hello!
Welcome to the show, and a couple things before we get started. First announcement is we will not be having a show during this time slot next week. Instead, we will be having a very, very special show on Wednesday, September 7th, starting at 5:30 p.m. Be sure to tune into that. We are going to have some fun surprises and get a chance to get into the behind the scenes. It's very exciting. Second thing is, how many holes does a straw have? Discuss. Okay.
What's your stance, Pretty?
My stance is that a straw is a tunnel. So
Okay.
that's where I land on it.
Which would be one hole.
No, a tunnel's not a hole.
I think a tunnel's its own class.
A tunnel, there's a tunnel and there's a hole. Because you can have holes in a tunnel.
True.
So,
I think a straw has 0 holes.
yeah. Therefore is a tunnel.
Yeah.
So, discuss amongst
We'll
yourselves.
discuss during the break, everybody. We'll get back to you.
I think it's
Yeah,
just a
otherwise
very
we're never gonna
long
get off
Taurus.
this.
There you go. Yeah, this is very important for us to be chatting about right now. Okay,
Of course.
so let's get started. We've had a fun adventure in space, and now we're going to talk about it. Let's jump right into a broadcast. Our top story. Virtuous, the longest luxury hyperspace train, has been hijacked by an unknown group of criminals. Representatives of Virtuous CEO Timon Virtuous, the 47th, responded to our request for comments with the following statement. While Mix Virtuous was not on board the train during the time of hijacking, they are deeply saddened by the events that have transpired. Virtuous Incorporated is looking into several possibilities of how the security breach occurred. If you have any information, please do not hesitate to contact Virtuous. End statement. Authorities are looking into the whereabouts of several employees on the train. If you have any information regarding Chief Engineer Ortus Ghoul, Engineer Okul Engineer Zegru Termi, Engineer Gruguk Yin, or Engineer Petoni Till, please contact your local authorities immediately. These individuals are presumed armed and dangerous. Do not approach. Coming up next, due to an internal filing error, the Space Revenue Service is recommending that certain individuals digitally send in the previous 3 years' cycles worth of taxes. Stay tuned to find out if you are included in that recommended group. And that
I think I know something.
is the end of that. So, you've just stolen a car off a train. You've charmed a virtuous guard into coming on board your vessel. What happens now?
So if my calculations are right, we only still have about 15 minutes before Schmel. Hey, Schmel.
Hello.
Sort of,
We should probably disarm him.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Schmel, do you have any weapons on you?
Just this broken stun blade.
Oh, that's a shame. I'll fix it for you.
Thank you.
Throw it off to the side for a sec. Nothing else.
These guns.
That's pretty intimidating.
You like coffee there, Schmel? We got a coffee maker over here.
Oh,
Right next to the fax machine.
fax machine.
Why'd you bring it upstairs? It was down in the lab before.
Yeah, well, nobody else goes in your lab but you.
Okay, fair enough, actually. That's actually a pretty good reason. Schmel, why don't you take off your helmet and we'll get you set down somewhere real nice.
So, this is the first time anybody has seen
We get to see Schmel's
Yeah, I get to see Schmel's face.
It's like when they open the briefcase in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I want to see like flowing locks,
It's
like emerge.
not
I'm
flowing
talking
locks.
Adventure Time Finn.
Yeah.
So, Schmel is a species that's got a very long head. It's got some like fin-like structure on the back and 2 tentacles that come out from the back of his head.
You guys be like tentacle bros.
You know, I'd really rather you not say that.
Oh, they're not. I mean, they're not really very useful. But they are my pride and joy.
Right, right. So I'm imagining kind of just like a dragon-looking thing with tentacles coming out of the back of its head.
A little more fish-like,
fish?
with
A lot of aquatic creatures
with
around
more.
here.
Well,
Yeah, in
it's
space.
fish is such a great descriptor of aliens, unfortunately.
Fish.
But it's more bony structure, so it's not like flappy.
Right.
It
I
can
will.
just mean so many things.
I will let me send you a reference picture. Nobody else gets to see this because just you guys, because I can't take
Lore.
credit for it.
Okay.
But
Hidden
that's what
lore.
Schmel looks like. So Schmel has got like some
Oh,
very
okay. I
skinny shoulders.
Aw.
Has got kind of like a
What a sweet
ridged
baby.
neck, a ridged
kind
top.
of a flat face that goes back away.
Yeah, a little bit of a flat face.
It kind of reminds me of that thing from The Shape of Water.
a little bit.
Oh yeah,
with
yeah.
some-
Imagine that, everybody.
Yeah.
with
but
some
with
tentacles
With
on the
tentacles.
back, like 2 long braids, basically, but they're tentacles, and they're speckled red at the end.
You know,
Blue.
Brittany, since canonically in this world, most aliens look like fish. If there is
So
not
far.
an alien somewhere in this campaign that looks like a blobfish, I'm going to be furious.
I will say that in this world, the most common species is actually more rabbit-like than aquatic, and it's just
We're just really lucky.
you're just in that quadrant that like the aquatic people tend to be. I think is where it's boiling down to.
Crazy coincidence.
Yeah,
I
just
guess.
Imagine
coincidences.
that.
It's all about immigration.
Schmel, we're just gonna have you sit down in this chair over here, and we're just gonna play a little game.
Oh no.
Just don't mind me. I'm just gonna. Cyrus, can I have that rope?
Oh my God. Are we really tying up our baby boy?
Now, don't hurt him.
No, I'm not gonna. We just need to make sure he's not gonna start swinging. You know. You all comfortable? Mm-hmm. Right. Hold on to this end for a moment. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna start tying him up.
Buy me dinner first.
You know that. Didn't expect that at
Maybe he's
all.
not that sweet.
Gonna take the other end. I'm gonna tie it behind him. Pretty tight knot. Make sure he can move a little bit, but not that much.
Sure. And so, what was this game?
Right. I'll tell you in 15 minutes.
Do you require sustenance?
What you got?
I have.
Not the noodles. Not the noodles.
No noodles.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
All right. You know what? This would probably just be easier if I drop the spell.
There you go.
Snap my fingers. How you feeling, buddy?
Nauseous. Why?
Why what?
Nauseous.
Oh.
Oh, you're nauseous because you were kind of flirting with Flux over there, and that's probably why.
You're lucky we have more important things right now.
Mm-hmm. So is this gonna be the rest of the ride like this?
Well, that sort of depends on a few things. You know what we just did.
Wasn't asleep.
Yeah, so the question is, are you gonna start making stupid decisions after you stand up?
You're flying through space on a fishing boat.
Right? Yep, not our choice.
I feel like if I sneeze, this whole thing's gonna fall apart.
That's only like 13% accurate.
And that also wasn't an answer to the question.
What am I supposed to do? You've kidnapped me.
This is correct, yes. Well, we were sort of thinking that maybe if you'd want to, you know, get dropped off somewhere on the way, we could do something like that.
Or we could be friends.
That too, I guess.
Do you make friends?
Gestures vaguely.
Oh, you didn't mean you.
Are we not friends?
We're absolutely friends.
We're all pretty close.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you had a great thing going.
We call it a rapport. That's what we have here is a rapport amongst us.
You four have a rapport.
Well, it was 5 for a while there. You were fitting right in.
Because I was under a spell.
Yeah, but be honest. Wasn't that better than this?
Yeah, I wasn't tied up, but I was tied up metaphorically.
Yeah, well, but you could have been dead like the other guys.
It's a dead-end job.
Exactly! Exactly! It was a dead-end job.
So
So
we-
now you can pursue your dream of being a concert violinist.
And you're gonna give me the money for that?
Well,
Probably not, no. But we can drop you off in a place where you can do that.
I mean,
Money Planet?
No, just a location that's more conducive to better wages or something. I don't know.
also, have you ever thought about taking up pirate?
if you did join us, you could make the money that you'd need, and then we could part ways.
Wait, are we actually serious about this? We're asking the guy that we kidnapped to join our pirate crew.
Yeah. Hello, it's called Stockholm Syndrome.
I don't think that's a good model for pirating, I'm gonna be honest. You don't want mutiny on the crew.
Have you all been pirates before?
Yeah, we're still kind of feeling our way through this whole
I would like
pirate
to
thing.
point out that since this, Pearl has just been like in a corner, contemplating life. It's like,
Oh no!
Oh no!
are we friends?
Smells never encountered a droid before. I'm so sorry.
Well, you all discuss this. I'm gonna go make a shopping list because there's a whole bunch of things I need to get. So you can make this decision because apparently you're better with people and all that. So, gonna go downstairs. Gonna make my bill of ship.
Yeah, he's better with, like, parts than with people.
You see why the charming was the first option?
Yeah. I mean, because now you've talked to him. Really, he needs help.
you guys aren't disguised anymore. It seems like you had a bad plan. In
Yeah,
general.
you know, interestingly enough, we didn't really have a plan. We were just kind of winging it.
Oh, winging it on a 1,000-car train.
And
Just
it
imagine
worked.
how freaking awesome we'd be if we had a plan.
I tremble to think of what the plan could be.
Yeah. We liked you better when you were charmed. I'm not gonna. I gotta be honest here. You were a lot better when you were charmed. You're kind of a snarky little thing over here now.
I'm
mean,
tied
he
to a
is
chair.
tied-
I have no defenses.
Well,
He is tied up. We
You want me to be customer service schmel all day? Do you know what that does to a person's soul?
yeah.
It is pretty rough. I
Yeah,
would not
yeah.
recommend
It's
it. Yeah.
not great, actually.
I
So
like him.
anyway, so what would you like us to do, Schmel?
We'll not be tied up for one.
Well,
Okay,
we'll
yeah,
negotiate
yeah.
that later. But long term, what would you like to have happen here?
Live.
Okay, well that's certainly on the table. We're not
Great.
looking to do any harm to you. We could have
Right.
just whacked you in the back of the head while you were all friendly and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So clearly that's not what we're about.
Sure.
So, but moving forward from here, where would you like to? What would you like to see happen? I mean, you don't want to go back to your job, obviously, because that was a sucky job in the first place. And second of all, they do kind of think you were helping us because you were kind of helping us. So that's probably off the table.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I owe them money or anything, so
Yeah, right? You can do some quiet quitting.
it does a little like math. No, that would be real quitting.
Real quitting, even better.
I think it's, you know, to be fair, I don't have health insurance, so it's not like I'm losing a lot from. But do you have health insurance?
We get to set our own salaries.
Yeah. Set our own hours. Mm-hmm. It's the life of a freelancer. It's the gig economy here, Schmel.
So no insurance is what I'm hearing. Great. So so what's your plan for like injuries and magically being
My plan for
charmed?
injuries, they're better to give than to receive.
Good.
That's
Excellent.
true.
Yes.
We do have a few health shots. so
Yeah.
we can get more.
So your plan
Also,
is
Pearl has some great sustenance.
great. Like what? What do you got?
Just like start pulling out bars.
How many like chambers do you have in you that just has that's just
See,
cliff
it's,
bars?
you see, there's one, like the whole chest opens, but I have it like sectioned, it's organized.
Got it.
It's like a nice little pantry.
I currently have 50
That's a lot.
bars
That's a
on
lot of
me.
sustenance bars.
Good.
So look, we can really use your help here, Schmel. We got a car down there that we need to get the stuff out of, but there's still some of your pals, your co-workers down there. We don't want to hurt them guys. We're not here to hurt people. We're just here to get the stuff we need to get. So,
Backtrack.
yeah.
You have a car?
Oh, yeah. Come on. Take them over to the edges.
Fix the whole
Pick the chair up and kind of thump, thump, thump. Or Cyrus, could you grab the chair and kind of...
Cyrus sides and just picks the chair up.
tip it over the thing? See what we got?
Ah!
So that's the armory car. We need to get something out of there. So maybe you could...
Took the armory car?
yeah.
I mean, it was the best way to get it out of there.
Why do you need the armory car?
We need what's in the armory car.
But
What's
not the
in the-
people.
No, we don't need the people.
Who's in there?
I don't know, some guards. Not that guards are, not valuable members of intergalactic society or anything. We don't have anything against guards. We just don't really have much use for any of those ones down there. You, on the other hand, are perfectly welcome to hang around.
And guard?
No,
And
you can do whatever you want. You can play your violin.
yeah, I haven't played that in years. How
That
did
is sad,
did
Schmel.
I say that?
That is
right.
so sad.
I had to live and make money. What do you expect? It's not like there's a need for artists these days.
Oh, you got real.
What do you think we're doing right now? Art. This is art.
We keep getting a little too real in this campaign.
We do,
honestly.
unfortunately. But here's the thing. This is true art. Let's continue talking about art right now. Yeah, I think Schmel just is like really considering what you're saying, genuinely considering what you're saying, but also is like weighing the pros and cons, and then goes, do you need my help to get in the armory car?
I mean, if you got suggestions for us, you know the thing better than we do.
How did you get it in the first place? It's not like it's a cargo car, like it self-propels. That's attached.
Yeah, we kind of detached it on both sides there and just lifted it out. Easy peasy.
You probably just use that to open the doors. You don't know who's in there.
A couple of, I don't know. There were some drunk guards. They seemed not to be taking their jobs very seriously, if I'm being honest.
It's hard to take that job very seriously. It's a 1,000-car train.
Which is why we don't want to hurt anybody. So, what do you think?
The things I've seen have begged to differ, but
Uh,
it's not like I was asleep during the whole thing. I was just charmed. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. I can not be in your way, but
I mean, you know them guys in that car?
I depends on who's in there.
Well, it's the next car from where you were stationed.
Yeah, and there's a lot of new people lately. There's a high turnover.
You'll get that when you have a crappy job with no insurance.
No insurance.
Flex is gonna come back upstairs holding like 2 of those like hull cutter devices. So I come up. What are we doing about the thing down below us?
Schmel doesn't really have any good ideas here. I was hoping we could get some expert advice here, but that's all right. Go ahead, just cut it open.
All right. If I do that, I'm pretty sure all of the air inside is going to immediately shoot to the outside, and everybody's going to get ejected out.
Is that really how this space thing works?
It sort of depends on who you ask and when.
I took 4 Tylenol before this show, and they're not working.
But I could just shut off the oxygen inside and open it up that way after everybody's dead.
We really aren't looking to kill people here.
We could just land somewhere that's not habited and
All right, here's
But we
my
can
problem
breathe
with
in
that.
space.
We land and we open up the armory car full of weapons and angry people inside, and then we all die. That's my worry, which is why I was thinking we just, problem solved.
I mean, do we have like a radio or a loudspeaker or something we could talk to them down there? And
I mean, I could hack into it.
I like how we just finished telling Schmel that we're not trying to just kill
Oh,
people
Fluff
for no
wasn't here
reason.
for that.
Yeah, Flush is not here for that.
I mean, I could
great
probably
stuff.
activate it if we need to.
yeah. I'd rather we, give them some options here rather than just dying in a vacuum.
All right, fine, I'll do that. Gonna go over to our little intercom system and sort of rework some of the wires a little bit. This thing, whoops, forgot to reattach those. All right. People in the armory car below us, can you wait? This is a one-way intercom. They're not going to be able to respond to us.
Do you guys not have like any scanners at
We
all?
have a fax machine.
We
Yeah,
do have a fax
fax
machine.
in there. That'll really do the trick. Nothing? You can't even scan if there are heat signatures in there?
I've been working on it.
This is a fishing
We need to
boat.
stop. I need supplies. I'm way low on that.
I
We just got
mean-
money like now for
You
the
can
first
scan.
time.
Okay,
Coffee machine first, scanners are way down here.
a droid. You can scan for heat signatures in fish. You know that, right?
Well, it depends
Is
on the
that
type
how
of
one
fish.
fishes?
Depends on the fishing boat. I just know you're on one.
Have you checked?
I didn't think to look before now, to be honest. Sure, let's look around.
See, Schmel, you're already proven to be a great addition to our crew. We
I'll
really
be the
need
brains of the operation.
We could just throw them off the side of the ship. Just saying.
We are not throwing Schmel off the side of the ship.
Just putting out the option
Not
that
at
we
this
could
point.
actually do it if we wanted to for whatever reason.
It is also possible to throw you off the side of the ship.
Yeah, but you need me. Ship would explode without me. I made sure that it would. I planted bombs everywhere. I'm looking around for that thing. I got an 18. See if
Sure.
we can find the heat signature thing.
I think you find an old cupboard that like the lock was like kind of like half kilter, and you open it up and there's a bunch of like hyper fishing rods and scanners and like a really old broken like dart harpoon gun.
I don't
Yeah.
know
Love
how I
it,
didn't
love
find
it.
this before, but I'm just going to chalk it up to the fact that this ship is constantly falling apart. Gonna pull out one of those old dusty scanners.
Yeah.
I have no idea if this works. I'm gonna bring it back over to like the console and put it down.
Where do you put it down on the console?
I'm just putting it down wherever there's room. 'cause
Okay.
there's not a lot of room up
There's
here.
not a lot of room on the console, and I think like Otto like zips up and like just kind of hovers around it in like little circles.
Do you know how this works, little guy?
And then like goes back to little dock and like settles in, and you see like a ton of just numbers going on the screen, and then comes back around and like hovers around one specific spot of the scanner where there's just like a loose wire hanging out
Oh,
of it.
right. Let me just work on that really. Oh, there was a space rat nested in this thing. It's gonna pull out some various like fuzz and stuff.
Yeah.
I got some spare wires around here somewhere. I'm gonna grab those from like downstairs.
For a guy who does nothing but fix stuff, he grumbles a lot about having to fix stuff.
I think that's called working a job.
Alright, I'm back. I got wires. Let me just work on that really quick. Put a couple things here and there. Is that something you want me to roll for? Or easy enough.
No, I assume there are wires.
Okay. Should work now, little guy.
Yeah, so you power it on, and you have to like move like kind of around the edge of the ship, hold it kind of over top of the armory car, and you end up seeing that there are 7 heat signatures in there. definitely one of them you're like, wait a second, and then you find that there's another one. And they're in different places. So there's 3 on one corner, 2 kind of right in the center, and then 2 in like a back corner across from the 3.
It looks like there's 7 people down there. No, we just have to sort of figure out what they're gonna do if we open up the car. Put the thing back down on the deck.
So, I'm just spitballing here because, you know, I'm just throwing out ideas, but could we kind of fly back and forth and kind of shake them around in there until they're all kind of stunned and then just drop down in there and tie them up?
That's up to you, actually. You're the pilot. I don't think that's a good idea, but I'm not saying that we shouldn't.
I'm gonna say that doesn't sound super great by the look on this fellow's face.
I would say that if we did that too much, we would risk losing it altogether, since essentially we just jammed it on there in the first place.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm gonna grab the intercom system again and just be like, everybody in the armor car below us, I hope you're having a really nice journey. If you try to do anything down there, you're all gonna die because we're currently in free space, so don't cause any problems. If you don't, we will be dropping you off on a nice planet rather soon, within the day or so. So just hold tight. Hope you're not too hungry or thirsty. Good luck. Gonna hang it up.
You know, Flux is a lot more,
Sadistic?
yes, than I had initially pegged him for.
Yeah. I think Schmel's like,
If there's one thing I've learned from the Zolarians, it's that you really need to freak people out so they don't do anything first.
Or you could talk to him. I'm just saying that is another option.
That would require me going in there.
You could send your crab down.
Yeah, he doesn't talk though.
No.
Can you speak through him?
I'm just gonna sort of call in the next car over as it scuttles out. Schmel, you've already seen him. He was threatening those engineers, remember?
I was a little distracted by some other things.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Yeah. So, since I just told them we were gonna land on a planet, firstly, are we actually doing that? And secondly, where are we headed? Because I need to resupply, like, really bad.
And I need a pee.
Oh, like right now?
Where
I can wait.
Okay.
where does this hyperdrive need to go? Do we
we
actually
have
gotta
to drop
take
it
this
off.
stuff anywhere, or we just?
So for a reminder, the regulator is yours. It's for
Okay.
you to use for the scimitar or to take things from Dev so that he
Right.
can't get them to make the scimitar better. Umal is the one who sent you out. Umal is the contact that said, hey, I know the stop.
The
I
one
have-"
that we avoided.
No, Umal is not the one you avoided. Umal gave you a contact to get onto
Okay.
the train. You have not face-to-face with Umal yet. And then said, you can do whatever you want. I just need the jet cycle.
Okay.
Is it possible to hook this thing up to old Bessie? Is that possible?
The jet cycle?
No, the hyperdrive regulator.
No, we specified that this stuff was not for.
Yeah,
Bessie.
I mean, it would. You
for-
can. Okay.
It was
let me
more
just
of a
say that
jury rig
You can
situation.
do this once if you want to shake the whole thing apart.
Okay, thing
Just-
would break.
It's like
Gotcha.
drinking
You can go
poison. You can
hyperdrive
do
it
it once. But yeah. So as far as the chain of events goes, you can do whatever you want. Do you want to burn Umal? Do you want to do other stuff? You've got a whole ton of other things in there. You've already seen some of them through the glass door of the armory. You know there's other stuff in there. And now you're currently just flying through space with a kidnapped guard.
Actually, we have 8 kidnapped guards.
That's true. But one of them is on your ship currently.
Yes. Well, where do you all need to go?
Well, I mean, we do need to bring the cycle to. Shoot, I mean,
Umal.
we do need to bring the cycle to Umal at some point, at least, since we do have it. Probably after we get it out of the car.
So where is he at?
I mean, usually bounces around, but can be found tending to the bars around the main underground.
Right. Okay. I mean, wouldn't hurt to get money before we go shopping. Seems like a good idea.
So
Do I know of a planet where there's like, I don't know how populated a lot of like the main planets are. Are there planets where there's like significant cities surrounded by just like wastelands?
You know what? Do me a little investigation, and I will say you can also ask Otto.
Really low. That is an 8, but I will ask Otto as well.
Okay.
Do you have a map in there? That's okay. Right, I don't know what that means still. I'm still working on it.
Otto, okay. Do you understand yes and no? If it is a yes, go up and down. If it's no, go side to side, and we'll be able to understand you. Yes?
All right.
Okay.
Good. Now that we have that established, is there a planet nearby that we could stop at that has significant trade, but is also rather inhospitable?
Otto zips over back to the dock and brings up a schematic on your dash, and you can see. So you guys came out of hyperdrive, hyperspace, in an area that wasn't part of the. I mean, it's part of the route of the train, but it wasn't stopping on the train. And so you can see that there is a planet and a moon nearby. The planet is Urgus, and it's a loosely populated planet. And then the moon is Iltic, and it is a toxic, desolate moon.
Right. So just nothing on the moon.
Nothing on the moon.
But the planet is sort of a rough,
Yeah,
but
like
populated place.
rural, but there's some more dense areas.
And that's close.
Yeah, like within, I don't know how we want to call it, 30 cycles, like, pretty close.
Well, Otto seems to have found a place. It looks like we could probably drop some people off. There's like a planet map thing up on the screen.
Yeah.
Looking by the sort of populated areas, we could just drop them like a days outside one of the cities, have them walkaways, so that we have some time to do our own thing. Before, everybody starts going up in arms like, oh no, there's pirates, that kind of thing.
It sounds like a plan to me. I just
Well,
just hungry.
oh. Well, Pearl still has some.
Well, I didn't want it until
I can't, my hands are tied, so you go, by all means, please.
All
Go
right.
first.
Is there McDonald's near here?
Space Mackers.
Space arches.
There is not a Space McDonald's. But
McDaniels.
you do get a little ping on your display that's like an ad. And it's an ad for Walgar's Wares.
Yes!
The noodles.
And it's like, stop by Urgus and get some noodles today.
Isn't it? What a crazy convenience.
Does that mean he's there now?
Set a
Maybe.
course for
Let's go.
for the noodles.
I need more noodles.
I guess we're going to the planet. It's nearby. Might as well. Hopefully news doesn't travel quite fast enough that we'll be being looked for, but you never know.
Are you talking about news from Virtuous?
I'm talking about, I don't know if Urgus is going to get the news of all this stuff that happened just now.
Virtuous is known for cover-ups. You think they're gonna let it slip that there were pirates on board? Are you kidding me? Absolutely not.
You know what? You're already coming in handy. Glad we have you around. You're good for pop culture.
Great, I have insider knowledge on the place that didn't pay me minimum wage. Great, excellent.
Why'd you work there in the first place?
I was desperate. Not as desperate as you guys are, apparently.
You're probably pretty close. I've known a few customer service people who have wanted to go into piracy.
There are a couple passengers. A couple of them. But that's neither here nor there. I am still tied to this chair. Apparently, it seems like that's going to be the rest of my day.
I mean, you're not tied real tight. You just kind of walked around while you held the end of the rope.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't tie the knot that tight. If you
yes, I'm going to bust out right now. I'm going to Hulk out, and that's going to go well for everybody. I have noodle limbs. I don't know why they put me on the guard cycle.
I don't know, you were showing off them guns earlier, and we were all pretty impressed.
Shmuel,
See, you see why I don't drink now?
Do you have any sort of technical knowledge at all?
Technically, no.
Right, okay, just making sure.
Should I?
No, not necessarily. You sort of paid to be hired muscle, so.
Yeah, and I was mostly just to really step this way, ma'am. Step this way, sir.
377.
Step this way,
Gonna call him
miss.
over. Just untie the ropes. It's fine.
Great. Okay, cool.
So my little crab just sort of goes.
So you were less of a guard, more like a porter.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever been through an aura scanning line. Half of it is just making sure people don't take their shoes off. Because for some reason, people want to take their shoes off. And
Shoes are uncomfortable.
it's one of those. I don't need you to be connected to the earth for me to see your.
Shmuel, the bathroom's downstairs.
Thank you.
I'm gonna show him where it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Smell walks off.
As he goes in, I'm just gonna be like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
I'm not sure.
Otto, let's make a course. Let's get going. Sorry, I didn't mean to supersede you. He just seemed to know where he was going. That's all right.
Go for it.
Great.
Like nothing really changes. Otto's like does a little, and then like a path appears on the screen, and it's still like just.
We're already going that way.
You're already going that way.
How long is it gonna take for us to get there?
30 cycles, 29 cycles.
Give me. That's hours.
No, I'm calling cycles minutes, but like.
Oh, so like really soon.
Really soon, yeah. I mean, there's a lot
Oh.
of stops along the train route, but again, this one, on the route, the train was supposed to take a wide around this system and just got stopped.
Do I know where my dealer is?
Your dealer, as far as I'm aware, is in the undermarket, which has several access points and several locations.
Okay. Would I be able to get there from where we're going?
Perhaps.
All right. I'll just keep that in mind. All right, I have a shopping list. Does anybody have anything they want to add to it? Milk, eggs, noodles, supplies, communicator.
Love of everything.
That actually seems like a pretty good idea. I'll add that to the list. Communicator. Got it. Well, if anybody wants to do anything for the next half an hour, I'm gonna go take a quick nap. I'm so tired. Nobody take your eyes off Shmuel for too long, just to make sure he's not doing something.
You just sent him to the bathroom by himself.
Yeah, well, I know I'm not gonna go in there. That would be really weird.
Well, you send your crab to watch him.
He records everything he looks at. That's weirder. I have hours of footage of just you guys mulling about on the ship, so I'm not about to do that.
Okay, that's not weird at all.
I didn't mean to do it. He just keeps record.
Cyrus is gonna stand up. He's like, I'm gonna go clean off, so I'll make sure that he doesn't do anything suspicious once he leaves the bathroom, I guess.
Sounds good. You're downstairs, just like.
Yeah, if anybody else would like to rest, this could be your long rest.
Yes.
Since you have done some roleplay. Great, excellent. Long rest.
Woo! So I guess we're just like orbiting the planet for a while.
Yeah.
That's we're all sleeping.
Are you sleeping, Cyrus?
Nope.
Okay, cool. So Cyrus doesn't get a long rest. Excellent.
Cyrus does not get a long rest.
Cyrus does not get a long rest.
Well, okay, so as a Warforged, I have Sentry's Rest, so I don't actually sleep. I just have to, stay still for a while, and that's my long rest. So I'll still be aware, so if somebody needs watch Shmuel.
Do you communicate this?
Yeah. I do not sleep.
Look at her and I'm like,
Beings need rest.
I don't need that much sleep. But all right, I'll take you up on that, I guess.
You have been injured.
Sorry, she's like, I get injured pretty often, but I'll go rest. just to not argue with you anymore at this point.
Pearl would just like stare at you like unfazed, waiting for you to leave.
Yeah, he goes down.
Okay.
Reluctantly.
So Cyrus is sleeping.
More or less.
Flux is sleeping. Hieronymus, are you sleeping?
Sure.
Okay. So Pearl, you're kind of just standing sentry.
Yeah, sentry's rest.
Not really.
Yeah,
not
so
really
it's like,
moving.
I'm here, I'm just like,
So Otto slowly comes out of the little dock and like comes over and like investigates. Do you move when Otto comes around? Like Otto's not zipping around.
right, then no.
Okay, doing like a little slow hover. Goes back into the dock and then like starts to do some like weird maneuvers. Not in a way that makes anybody fall out of bed or anything, but just in like this is not a normal flight pattern, and it's just having a good time.
Glad Otto's having fun.
Yeah, Otto's having fun.
I was on a joyride.
Yeah, Otto's like, nobody's watching me. Here we go.
He's doing space donuts.
Yeah.
Pearl wouldn't like get up or anything, but she'd just be like, please be careful with the ship. Oh fuck.
Otto like turns this like pink color. It just like glows pink inside.
What a sweet
Aw.
baby. I love him.
If anything happens to Otto, it will be war.
Otto's just blushing real hard. And while this is all happening, Schmel comes up from under the bunks and goes, kind of looks around, sees you're not really moving, and just kind of stands on the side of the ship and just kind of looks around while Otto is like, wee, and then stops. Like the ship stops. Otto like goes back and looks at you, wee. It's doing like little circles.
Now contemplating everything.
Yeah, Shaw's like, what is happening?
Do you require sustenance?
Oh, God. What? I'm good. Thank you.
Beings need to eat.
Yes. I am still a little nauseous coming out of the spell. So I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
Sorry about earlier. I've not really interacted with a ton of droids before.
Most people don't.
Mhm. Yeah, it's for the wealthy folks usually.
Yes.
Huh.
Pearl is very like stiff.
Yeah.
Like it's more stiff than a robot usually
Yeah.
is.
So sorry again.
It is all right. Emotions are complicated.
Yeah. Yeah. So why are we? Can I ask why we're going in very tight circles?
I believe Otto is having what is called fun.
Okay. Wow. Learned a lot of new things today. Do we have to do this? I'm also getting more nauseous.
Not necessarily.
Great. Cool. So what's the plan? What's happening?
Well, the crew is resting currently, and then after that, we'll be going to get noodles.
Noodles.
I hear that they're quite tasty.
With the car underneath us?
Yes. No. It's a traveling shop.
Oh. I've heard about those. Never really had a chance to interact with one. Really, the train was the most travel I got to do. It's the same, it's a loop, really. So after a while.
If you hung out with us, I'm learning new terms. If you hung out with us, you could do a lot of traveling. You hear that she's trying so hard to get the inflections correct, but
Yeah.
it's not right.
Yeah. I'm sure.
She's an uncanny valley girl.
Yeah, fuck.
Right. Okay. I mean, I've thought about the offer. I don't really have a better
I
one.
also play violin.
Do you?
Just gonna pull it out, get a full-blown like double went down to Georgia kind of thing.
Whoa, that was not what I was expecting at all.
I can help if you'd like to play.
May I?
Yes.
And takes it and nestles it and takes a minute and does just like a real slow, sad, stops a couple times like that was the wrong one, and then just like keeps going
Like Moonlight Sonata.
a little bit, yeah, and just and then stops and gives it back to you.
Pearl's clapping all 4 of her hands.
Thank you. I didn't know I needed that.
It is my pleasure.
Do you want to shake hands or a hug?
She looks at all 4 of her hands.
Yeah, thank you. Great. Thank you.
You should do what makes you happy.
Oh, that's a loaded. Right now, we're gonna just settle with alive, I think. What keeps me alive.
You are in no danger from us.
I have probably 3 keen in my bank account right now, so alive is relative, I think.
All you have to do is eat and sleep, and you will be alive.
I love your perspective. I love it a lot, actually. I'm gonna stick by you. Keep my perspective fresh.
God, I wish Pearl could show emotions in her face.
Do you mind? This has been really awesome. Can we tell Otto to? I'm gonna throw up.
Yes, Otto. Could you please stop going in circles? Our friend Schmel is going to vomit.
And then like, kind of like half in a turn, it just stops.
See, if Pearl had facial expressions, she'd just be like,
Oh, thank you for that.
Ideas for inventions.
LED screen with faces on it.
Mr. Potato Head kid.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't give her facial expressions. We just give the ability to put little facial expressions
yeah,
on
Magnets.
so
her.
I can just change them out so you know what I'm feeling.
Pearl, today you're feeling happy.
What does one who's happy do?
I know what I'm doing at the end of the show today.
Is anybody else gonna join in on this?
That was so damn wholesome.
Yeah, it was very good.
I've been asleep
Super
this whole
wholesome.
time.
Yes,
But my crab has been at the very edge of the ship just watching everything.
Recording for posterity.
I think too you hear like a little trilling goes through the ship. The Otto is like now that it's been the appropriate amount of time, everybody's rested, and we are currently at the planet, and Otto's no longer allowed to circle. Otto's like, wake up.
He got bored.
And he got bored.
So before everyone starts coming up, Pearl will reach into one of her many cavities and pull out some space mint from her herbalism kit and hand it to Schmel and be like, "This is good for nausea."
Thank you. Well,
Earl, do you have more of that?
Yes.
I just feel like shit today. Gonna grab one of those and just start chewing on it. Ugh. Thanks,
It
I
might be
guess.
because you don't eat.
That's part of it, probably. I got kind of zapped pretty bad, actually, on the train. It hurt a lot.
and we were also just going in a lot of circles.
Were we?
Just circles. Just
Otto was having fun.
I didn't know he was programmed for that. Are we gonna land? I'm hungry.
don't look at me.
Otto, We're gonna land.
Oh, sorry. Like steps back.
No, I appreciate your help.
Otto actually gets up and flies over to Cyrus, wherever Cyrus is.
Cyrus is just kind of like.
It's your turn.
It's like, am I allowed? Dad?
Dad,
am I allowed?
Dad.
Cyrus is just standing at the top of the stairs, kind of glaring frustratedly.
I still love the fact that you had intended to be the chaos goblin and became our daddy because none of us are fucking capable.
So fast.
Cyrus is like, yes! We can land. Yeah, you can land.
Goes over and starts to land the ship. Are you helping?
Cyrus is gonna watch.
Okay.
Arms crossed, like the. If he's gonna be the dad, he's just arms crossed,
Yeah.
full watching it. But
Are we landing on Urgus or Iltic?
We're landing. Urgus is the planet, right?
Urgus is a planet, Iltic is the moon.
We're
Yeah, we're not
landing-
going anywhere near that moon.
We're
Are you
landing
crazy?
on the planet.
we're landing.
I cannot begin to tell you how many times Flux has said, let's just abandon the people in the car. So I just want to check.
Flex is a good boy.
Murder hobo.
Murder hobo.
No, I have a home.
It's a ship.
Cyrus points to like a pretty empty, desolate place.
Place on the planet.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
planet.
Odo, can you just land us like a maybe 12 hours trip outside one of the city by foot? Because we're trying to drop people off.
Cyrus just points to like a pretty desolate
Yeah.
spot. He's like, about
While
there
we're
is
landing, I'll
fine.
make coffee.
Great.
Good idea.
Excellent.
I mean, we got the damn machine and we never use it, so y'all
for
just woke
yourself.
up on this
Apparently,
ship.
Ironos pulled it from the lab.
Flux has
so-
been using it this whole time.
Yeah.
Flex was the one who stole it.
And you guys land on the planet. It's pretty. It's not exactly 12 hours away. It's just like an area would be hard to navigate, and the landing is not like rough, but enough. There's something going on that you're like, oh, Otto's still dicking around. Like what?
Otto, we don't want to.
Cyrus frowns a little bit and clears it like.
Does Otto know that there's a car hanging from our bottom when he goes to land?
Oh, crap.
Probably, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of it. Like, I think there was like a fun little, and then like the car like hit something, and Otto's like,
Oh, shit.
and then like slowly lands you all down. So now you've got a rested train car on the ground, and your little landing gear settles into the top of it, and you're rested on top of it.
Gonna just very slowly grab my rifle off the table, sling it over his shoulder. Let's go open up the car.
Not a morning person, huh?
No.
No.
Coffee takes like an hour to kick in.
Have you tried espresso?
Yes.
Unfortunate.
My body has a really fast metabolism rate, which actually isn't good in that case. It's really weird. I just feel like jittery, and it's not. Yeah.
Fascinating as this discussion is, let's get the stuff out of the car, shall we?
Here, gonna hand you one of the hull cutters.
Stay here. Probably don't want to add to the complication of whoever's down there with me here. I'll just.
Wait, I got a plan. All right, so Schmel throws open the doors and says, guys, I rescued you. Come with me. We're going to take off. And then Schmel starts booking a thing. They all follow Schmel. Schmel doubles back. We go in the car. They run off into the wasteland.
I doubt that's gonna work.
Oh.
There's a rifle there and a hull cutter there. Probably better off just entering in. I will.
You're not really pulling your weight here with this, Schmel.
Somebody stay on the ship to watch him.
I'll stay with the crab.
Gonna look down at 377. Make sure he doesn't do anything weird.
Weird. Yeah, weird.
What constitutes as weird?
He can decide.
Oh, fuck.
Great, excellent.
So, like, if Schmel wants to pick his nose, is he gonna get gacked by a crab?
Depends what 377 thinks.
Oh, hell. Okay.
Great. Okay, so we're all jumping down on top of the car.
Yeah, having learned my lesson, I'm tying a rope to
Cyrus,
the ship.
Cyrus is gonna tie a rope.
Tying a
very
rope.
well, throw it over the edge.
All right, gonna start going down the side.
Okay, cool. I mean, are we entering in from the actual doors? Are we entering in from the cutting the top open?
Probably easiest to go through the doors.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, you go through the doors. You've already hotwired them, essentially, so it's very easy for you to get in.
From this side, it's a little weirder, but I just have to push a few buttons. And everyone ready?
Sure.
Pulling a lever.
Doors open. Nothing happens. You walk in. It's a kind of dark car now, because the lights are all.
Can we roll,
I have dark vision. What can I see?
What can you see?
Why did you have such a crazy ass look in your face when you did
My
that?
eyes got wide. My dark vision activated. My
Activated.
pupils got huge.
All pupil. Yeah. What do you see?
Are there people in there?
Roll me something with advantage with your dark vision.
Well, that's a 13.
I mean, it's the armory car. There's there's people in there. It's not like they're a surprise.
I'm more thinking like, what shape are they?
Can I use my prestidigitation to just like make a light?
Yeah. Go for it. And also, there's a little bit of light coming in now that you've opened up the doors.
I'm just gonna light that shit up.
Yeah.
All right, everyone out.
So you hear vomiting.
Oh.
A lot of vomiting.
Probably from the donuts there.
Yeah, probably should have told Otto not to do that. Whoops.
To be fair, they were intoxicated when we took this car.
Also, I didn't know he was doing donuts until this morning, so couldn't have done anything about it. Sorry.
And if you go further into the car, you saw the 3 of the heat signatures on the far side are the sick guards from before who are hungover.
You did look particularly hot.
And they're very, very sick. And then on the other side, there's 2 people that were supposed to be in front of the kind of entrance to the armory. They are also sick, not quite as sick. Donuts sick.
Yeah.
And then you're missing 2 people.
Gonna look towards the nearest sick guys. Are they like even in condition to move?
No, they're just really like.
I
Gotta
mean,
look at
this car's not
look
that
at the other
big.
2
Yeah,
near
it's
the
not
back.
that big.
Where's everyone else?
Oh.
There was 7 people.
Like one of them thinks for a minute. Oh, you mean the people at the brig?
Right, them. Open that up.
Okay, it's already open. You destroyed the internal mechanisms of the ship. Of the ship? We're not on a ship. We're on a train car.
Realize that would do that.
We've been going in circles, and you blew the doors, and you also punched a hole in the ceiling?
What? No, we wouldn't do that. We have mechanisms for that.
There's a lot of wires.
Everyone out!
Yeah, I mean, everybody that can leave leaves.
So how many people get out? 5, did you say?
And there's 2 people in the brig.
Listen, 2.
Can you see in the brig, or is it just like a solid
It's
metal?
a solid, it's behind the glass, so like you go into the armory and then you go into the brig.
Okay.
So if you go into the armory, you would see all the stuff that's in there.
Okay.
But the door to the brig is still closed.
Then yeah, we'll just
So you're gonna walk over to it and just kind of ting ting ting.
yeah.
And then you hear knock back.
Can you hear me through the door?
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 of you in there?
Mm-hmm.
May we see your faces?
Can you open the door?
Give me a sec. There's a mechanism to open this thing, I see.
Yeah.
If you do anything funny, I'll shoot you. Just gonna quickly pull the lever or whatever the mechanism is, the button, I think.
Inside, they're rapidly hiding their rubber chicken.
You never know, man. They've been trapped together. They might be crazy.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, roll me. I mean, it's still a locked door. So whatever you want to tinker.
If there's not just a button for it, then I'd probably be trying to like hack whatever
Yeah,
mechanism
hack
is
it.
there.
Hack it.
That would be an 18.
Okay, yeah. You hack it. It does spark a lot.
Okay. Just gonna grab a bunch of wires and pull them out.
Rip them out.
Why does that work so often?
And did you open the door?
Yep, doors should be opening.
So the door is opening, and inside you see someone you do recognize, one of the engineers, the one that you sent off, and you
Hey.
see someone you don't recognize who is wearing an apron with the Virtuous logo on the front.
Gonna look at him. Who are you?
Is that the cafe barista?
Me? Well, I was, and then I was in here.
Why?
Yeah,
For
how
what?
did you end up in here?
Well, maybe this, and like pulls out a pamphlet that says "Join my union."
Oh.
They didn't say. I can only make assumptions based off of just things. I just wanted better working conditions. There's a lot of hot.
Insight check.
Sure. Go for it.
It's just like when we incited the noodle guy.
what? That
It's
was
like, this is
actually
literally
good.
the
What?
nicest man.
16.
Yeah, she's telling the truth as far as you can tell. I mean, like, there's
I
not.
rolled
There's,
an 18.
yeah, there's nothing about her. Like, clearly
You're sketchy.
the pamphlet is handwritten, right? It's not a printed. It's not a whatever.
Oh.
It's there. She's wearing the logo of the train. She's got an apron on.
How would you like a job as a barista on a vessel where you would have the exact same health care plan as the vessel's owners? Who could argue with that?
What's that? What's the?
He's asking if you want to be a pirate.
pirate.
I mean, we're pirates. We also technically liberated you from this, so, you know, helped you out.
And we have a coffee machine, but it doesn't make very good coffee.
So you want me to do what?
I like how we're just recruiting everyone.
I wasn't about to offer her a job, but I guess that's what we're doing now.
We could use better coffee.
I mean, we don't need all these
We've made a
guards,
pretty
but a
big
barista?
fuss.
Come on.
We'll have to get better equipment.
Look, I'm not going to make this decision. It's up to you guys.
I would like to not be in here, so.
Wait, come on.
Oh, yeah, come on out. You don't have
Okay,
to stay
thank
there.
you, thank you.
I'm going to look at
You
like,
engineer guy, though. You didn't do what we told you, so you can stay there.
Oh.
Yeah, you kind of didn't get the chief engineer.
Yeah. We sent you to get the chief
I
engineer. You tried to rat us out.
I didn't. I tried. I tried.
No.
It was too many cars.
Just gonna sort of go back to the control panel and see if I can lock it again.
Just
There's like so many
Like,
wires ripped out. I'm
yeah.
like, ah.
Yeah. I didn't. Just was not running away at all.
Insight check. You
We already
dirty
know
liar.
he's lying.
We already heard you're lying. Other people
You came
talk,
through,
know.
you said there were pirates, they said you were crazy and threw you in the brig. You tried to rat us out, man.
I didn't say you were pirates.
Wait. 1 second.
See this face? This is the face of disappointment. over
Hieronymus,
there.
come here. Aren't we doing this pirate thing now? Shouldn't people be actually talking about us?
I suppose, yeah.
So we should probably just let him go so that he can talk about us to other people, right? Because apparently he's a big blabbermouth, which will get the word spread.
I don't... Fine.
Normally I would be all for just leaving him in here, but it seems like this is something we should probably do.
Well, look at you being all
This has nothing to do with morality.
empathetic.
This has everything to do with us staying alive.
You could send him out with the guards.
That's what I was gonna do, yeah.
Yeah.
While they're talking about that, can Cyrus just like check outside to make sure nothing's going on with the ship? Cyrus is
Yeah.
a little bit suspicious.
Sure.
Yeah, have you checked in with your crab?
I don't know what that would be.
Telepathic link to the crab.
He said it records everything.
It does, but it's not like I have like a communicator device with him. We need
You
to
got all sorts
We
of
need to
shit.
buy one.
I figured
want
you'd have
perception
like
for
you know
that,
like when you have
Yeah,
home security, you
or
can see it on your phone.
Like I assume you're stepping outside of the car and like looking up, being like, still there.
I mean, it's a 6, so like it don't matter.
The ship is
That's
still there.
definitely a ship.
Still there.
It's still there.
I like how Flux can make a hyperspace drive, but he can't make a two-way radio like you get in the plug-and-play electronics kits for
It
kids.
all comes down to the fact that I'm the only engineer, so I have to do a bunch of things before I can do other, more interesting things.
And also assumes your crab will be with you at all times.
Yes.
I think that's
He's
I
my-
think
he's my
that's the
buddy.
thing. And it's like, when the
So-
crab isn't with me.
How do you watch the videos? Does he have like a screen on his back?
Oh, you
or
just pop them
something?
open and pull out the video, like the tape reels.
Is it a VHS?
Yes.
Oh my god.
No, Betamax.
Oh.
Yes.
I just really like the idea of him having like a little rectangle in the front. It's like, oh, what's that for? You just pop a VHS video in there.
Yeah. It's so satisfying of a feeling.
And like
He's also got a cassette player.
sometimes it's fuzzy, so you gotta like.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, the ship is still there. Okay, good. Great.
That's good.
That's good.
Anyways,
Right, well, everybody out. As all the guards get out there,
Yeah.
I'm just sort of gonna walk out and sort of count. Yep, that's everybody. You get a point toward the barista lady. What's your name?
Yama?
Yama. Can you climb that rope?
I can try.
All right, get up there.
Okay.
Well, now wait a minute. We're not forcing Yama to go with us. We were offering Yama an opportunity to come with us.
Right, right.
You're not required to if you want. No, you know, you can go with the guards and make the hike to
consent
the
is
town.
important.
Sorry,
Yes.
I don't really like all of them. Kind of a tough exterior thing. You're all right though. So if
Sure.
you would like to come with us, so that you're not in the middle of this desert.
I will at least get on board until you get somewhere not here.
Yeah, we're going to a city.
Okay, cool.
All right, great.
Cool.
cool.
Yeah, sounds
Cool.
good to me. No, the rest of you fuckers.
Start walking.
There's a city that's about 12 miles that way. Go.
Come on, get.
I think a couple of them are still vomiting.
Well, they'll get there when they get there.
They'll get there eventually.
If they don't die of
Flux
dehydration.
has like a half-eaten Cliff Bar that he didn't finish during breakfast. That he's just gonna be like, "There's your food. Let's go."
Good luck. Okay, so now you are alone in the armory car. I've given you a list of all the things in the armory car.
I can't imagine there's that many cool things in here.
Including, for sure, we already know this, that the jet cycle is in here. I will say that everything on my list, unless you truly want to fail an investigation roll, you see at the very least. Whether or not you can transport it all, whether or not you want it all, that is up to you to tell me what you're doing.
Flux is going to go in and just like casually start moving through stuff, and then just like very quickly he's like, "Guys, there's a lot of explosives in this car. There's a lot of explosives in this car. And a working Oracopier. There's a working Thank God. I'm gonna start grabbing stuff. Just putting them in bags. There's a lot of good things down here. Does anybody still need a stun blade? Because they've got extras. Did you need one?
I do not have one. Do I need one?
It's up to you.
What kind of stance does a stun blade have? Real quick meta here.
I think it does a d6 of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
1d6 lightning
Did
damage.
you just say that? I think it's
Yeah.
a D6.
Flux is like, what just happened?
What was that?
I feel like I got possessed for a second. I don't.
Nah, my rapier's better.
Does anybody need armor? They got a bunch of really thick sets of armor.
Wait a minute.
I mean, it's like Kevlar, so good luck, but
Is it? Would you call this light armor?
I don't know. Let me use my brain for a moment. I think it's medium armor, Brittany. I believe it's medium armor.
I believe it's medium.
I can't really wear that.
Oh,
It doesn't.
I mean,
It's not my style.
you're not gonna wear armor because that's not your style?
For some inexplicable reason, I don't know how.
right. You've never worn it before. I understand.
Oh, how does this strap together here? Oh my gosh.
Just a really interesting. I'm just gonna give it like a once over. Does this, by any chance, make it so that I'm less effective at sneaking?
I don't know. I'm gonna say.
It doesn't say so.
I'm gonna say no. It is a like a Kevlar.
So it's like a guard outfit, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And it's ballistic armor. So the idea is that it just kind of redirects, force, especially if you're firing lasers, right? So there's nothing about it that I would particularly say reduces your stealth.
I might actually grab one of these, but none of you guys want them. Maybe I could rework one for my crab.
I'll take one.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
Throw it over here.
I don't know if you can use medium armor or not, but good luck.
I'll let y'all wear whatever you want here.
Oh, we have proficiencies.
Yes, you have proficiencies, but you were also asking about armor.
All right,
Oh,
I'm
I can use light armor, not medium.
gonna grab a little like metal disc. Does anybody want a shield? Gonna press a little button and see as this like whole shield pops up over my arm. Yes, no.
I don't even know if I can use shields.
Yeah,
You can use a shield, right? Don't you need? You just got beaten to shit in the last mission. You're gonna want one of these.
Sorry, so like I mean I can take it. I can't guarantee.
I mean, it wouldn't have helped Cyrus in the last mission because Cyrus was handcuffed.
You just have to press a little button and it works.
I'm used to taking a beating, so.
Well, still, it doesn't hurt.
It would in fact hurt less.
These probably don't matter. They're just short-range communicators.
He just scoops it and is like, yeah, sure, doesn't really matter at all.
Just wanted to see what kind of reaction you'd get.
Disappointment.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna find like a bunch of these like bags of various stuff and just be like,
You take the drugs?
yeah, I took all the drugs.
Did anybody else see Flux take the drugs?
Do we need
roll
to
a sleight
roll
of hand
something?
check.
Hold on. Let's roll. Let's roll.
That's really good.
Do you want perception?
18.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a 16 to see, so
I rolled a
17.
crit fail.
Oh,
I already said
I didn't see shit.
Pearl is like, I refuse to look. Actually,
I will not.
Cyrus is too busy looking at the hexagon of cheese.
Yeah. So Flux just takes like 3 bags of different stuff and just goes, and that's it.
That's it.
Hieronymus, you roll into.
No, I would.
You don't give a fuck. You take those drugs, buddy.
You
There's
knock yourself out there, champ.
Does anybody else want these bombs? Because I want these bombs.
No, I'll take a couple of these sharpened hairpins, though.
All right, you can have these. Like, whoa,
Can
those
I-
are really sharp.
Can I roll for trinkets? Are there any trinkets on
Yeah,
here?
roll for trinket.
I have yet to find Cyrus another trinket. What do you want me to roll?
Investigation.
Do you see that giant hexagon of cheese?
Cyrus is already taking the hexagon of cheese.
21.
Whoa, that's a lot of cheese.
So in the middle of cheese heist, Pearl, you find a box that was closed. That was why nobody saw it before, and you open it up, and it's a bunch of keychains that say, I joined a union and I got this keychain, and then it has like names on the back that are like, very specific names.
Yeah.
And they are sparkly, and they are like a couple inches long, and they're a whole box of them.
Pearl has no fucking idea what these are. She's just like,
What were they again?
Keychains.
keychains.
That say I joined the union.
And they're sparkly and they have people's names on
Yeah,
them.
very specific names on the back of them.
And so Pearl would just be like,
And Cyrus is in the midst of stealing cheese.
Gonna grab that aura duplicator, put that in the bag.
You are clearly able to do whatever because Cyrus is stealing cheese and Hieronymus
Oh, I mean,
is like,
that's
looking at it.
The aura duplicator is a team thing.
Yes,
The
it is
drugs
a team
are-
thing. The drugs are for you.
I'm gonna pick up a small little folding switchblade off the ground and be like, "Do any of us actually shave?" Gonna flip out this little straight razor.
I do not.
Yeah, well you don't, and then
Cyrus just says, like, absolutely not.
Hieronymus just suddenly grows a beard. And then suddenly the beard is gone.
Flux just sort of touches his
Aw,
smooth face.
our sweet baby.
Well, I don't think this is gonna be any useful. Just gonna. Does anybody want a straight razor? I feel like it's kind of your style, to be honest.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It just seems to fit you.
Sure.
It's concealable. It's something you could just stab somebody with. You don't.
You stab somebody with a razor?
You can, if you want
stab
to.
someone with pretty much anything.
It would
the
probably
force
be
behind
more
it.
effective to slice the jugular.
Thank you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because I said stab instead of slash.
Yes.
Okay. That. Okay,
Piercing damage,
You know what?
slashing damage. Come on,
No,
Flux.
no, you know what? I deserve that. I can agree with that.
Is the lockbox shiny?
Yeah, how big is
Is
this
it
lockbox?
shiny?
As we pull out the
Is it
lockbox.
shiny? It's like a smaller size lockbox. It's titanium. It's titanium.
Is that just a cube?
Cyrus picks it up, shakes it a little bit.
Does it sound like there's something in there?
Doesn't sound like there's something in there pretty.
Tell me there's a creature in there. Please.
Yeah. So.
I really wanted to fuck up by shaking it.
Uh huh.
It was cupcakes. You
oh
just
no.
like ruined them.
There's a glass thing in
There is a glass thing in there.
How hard are you shaking?
Not
Yeah.
shaking it very hard. Just
It's
hard
an
enough to, like,
investigative shake, yeah. So you
just hard
hear
enough to see.
hear the glass on like the first shake.
Okay, so Sarah's like, I mean, there's something in there and it sounds like glass.
Oh, so like a bottle of some kind.
Yeah, a bottle or a tube or something like that.
Do you think we just found like a booze stash? Could be somebody's like good stuff.
Cyrus like starts mulling away, maybe.
Wait, no, we should actually open it though, right? We should know what's it. I mean, like the box doesn't matter. We only need the thing inside it.
How does
Pearl
Cyrus
box
wind
is
up with the wine and
shiny.
cheese?
Oh yeah.
Just holding it under you, John, and like,
Come on, let me at least open up the box.
Seems a
we
little
don't need to
fancy
carry.
and highbrow for you there, Cyrus.
If we carry too much extra stuff, the ship will probably go slower, and that's literally a box of metal.
it's not that big of a box.
Wait a
plus
minute.
it's shiny.
Wait, are you gonna keep the box?
Yeah.
I could really use titanium.
Pearl would
Fine, I get to keep what's inside of it then.
All right.
Pearl would bound up to Cyrus and be like, "Do you like these things?"
Cyrus puts it down and like, those are amazing.
Are those keychains?
They're quite sparkly.
They're very shiny.
Right. I'm gonna try to open up this box.
Pearl would start.
What?
Nothing.
Pearl's gonna start grabbing keychains and like putting them on Cyrus, like decorating him with them.
Cyrus isn't
No,
gonna
come
stop
on.
it.
What's the side for?
Nothing. Should we take this this 3-seater jet cycle thing that we came for?
As we all look at the obvious thing in the center of the room.
The thing you came for.
Oh yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have considered that this was here before leaving all these angry people in here. Oh, too late now.
Are you opening?
I'm gonna open up the box.
Okay. It's locked.
I know there's a glass thing in it.
There is a glass thing in it.
I'm going to actually be smart about this
Are
because
you gonna
Flex is smarter than I am.
pick the
So
lock?
I am going to I'm gonna grab my goggles, and I can't put them on because I'm wearing a mic, but I'm gonna grab my goggles and put them on. I'm gonna tap the sides of them. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic to see if there's magic. If this box is magic, first off.
Okay.
Because I'm looking for any sort of magical traps or something along those
Okay.
lines.
Yeah. And that just goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a traditional just locked box.
Oh, good.
It is an intricate lock.
All right. Gonna get down real close. Pull up thieves' tools. Sort of flip through a couple of different picks. Yeah, right. Gonna go for that one. Guess that's probably like a sleight of hand, right?
Yeah.
I'm not good at those.
Uh-oh.
18.
Yeah,
Says he's not good at it.
yeah, I feel
Rolls
like
an
you
18.
open it. It takes a minute. It's a fiddly lock. It pops open, and you see a glass container holding a very, very angry red spirit.
I'm sorry, is that a ghost?
Cyrus, can Cyrus just reach in and like grab it?
Sure, you can
Yeah,
hold it,
like a friend Ferrado.
but I need y'all to roll a history check to
I'll
see
roll
if
history
anybody
check.
knows what this is. Whoever's looking at it, whoever cares
Yeah.
to know about it.
Hand.
16.
13.
22.
Oh my God, Hieronymus.
Paid attention in history class.
I feel like you've encountered this spirit before. Maybe you've even used it.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's a corruptor, and it's a creature that just hates technology and will destroy any technology it comes in contact with. The only thing standing between you and, first of all, Pearl and Flux getting fucked up is a glass container that Cyrus is holding. And
I was both just like,
it will move into whatever machine is closest and just degrade it until the machine is gone.
Am I getting like a super strong magical glow off of this thing? Because detect magic's still up.
Yeah, it's a spirit, so, you know,
Whoa.
whatever kind of magical.
Oh, that's some necromancy right there.
All right, nobody move. Cyrus, do not
Mid
drop.
keychain.
Do not drop that glass thing. That inside of there is very dangerous. Do not break that glass. Put it back inside of the box and shut the box, please.
Cyrus looks into the box and he's like, but
It's
I mean,
it's
Wait.
dangerous, and if that thing gets out, we are all hosed.
if it's that dangerous, should we put it in something that maybe is not gonna break it when someone shakes it?
I don't know. Wrap the thing in like something so that it doesn't break, like that bubble wrap, like from Amazon.
Flux is gonna sort of look at this thing. May I see it for a moment?
Passes.
That thing there is a corruptor, and if it gets out, it destroys technology.
I don't know if I've seen one of these before. Probably best for me. How valuable is it?
I mean, I don't know. It's probably worth something to somebody who wants to destroy technology, but
Well, I mean,
keep it away from Pearl.
Obviously, I wouldn't want it, but I'd give it to somebody else who can give us a lot of money for it.
Yeah, sure, fine, great.
I'm gonna put it down. And Flux is sort of gonna hesitantly start unwrapping the scarf around his neck, where there's just like a bunch of like really weird-looking gills sort of going down the
Ooh,
side.
put that scarf back on.
I'd really rather you not talk about it. Gonna start wrapping the thing up.
That was rude.
I apologize, Pearl.
Apologize to Flux.
I'm sorry, Flux.
You can
Thank
see like where like the red markings across his face go. It's like way more intense going down the neck.
I am sorry that I pointed out your ugly gill things. How's that?
That was also rude.
I'm sorry that your ugly gill things caused me to make a rude comment that Pearl chastised me for. Better?
Just making it worse.
We'll work on it.
Thank you.
Just gonna grab the safe. Let's go.
Cyrus is gonna turn, I guess, to the cycle at this point. And okay, first of all, how big is it? Second of all, how heavy is it?
It's a motorcycle.
I've
So
There are different sizes of
There
motorcycle.
are.
Is this like a Harley Davidson?
It's a 3-seater,
Okay,
so
so
it's
big as
it's longer.
Are
It's
you-
heavier.
What are you taking a whole bike?
I mean, if you don't want to ruin your relationship with Umal, you might want to.
Yeah, I mean, we
I mean,
got
it's a
the
jet bike, so you
information
can just kind of like
from
ride it up to the
Umal.
Yeah, you
boat,
just,
right?
Do you have to carry this thing?
Cyrus is ready to carry anything, apparently.
Flux is literally just like leaving.
Yeah.
Cyrus is
He's
more
just
worried
going back
about-
onto the ship with this thing.
Cyrus,
I think I hurt Flux's feelings.
I mean, we need to get it,
It is a
out
toughen
before
up.
we can ride it. So I'm assuming we're gonna like either carry or drag it out.
I am not strong.
Yeah, this is all you there, big fella.
Okay, I'm gonna try to like drag / carry it out.
Sure.
I guess strength.
I guess strength.
I guess strength. Okay, I think that's a 15.
Okay. Yeah, I think you get it like to the door, and then you, as you like dragging it, you accidentally like turn on the like the hover, and so then it's like a lot easier to navigate, and it's a little unruly out the door, but then like you're not dragging it now anymore.
So the guy that this has to go to is on this planet, right?
In theory.
In theory.
Are we going back up to the ship and we're taking everything we've just yoinked?
Yeah, and then just leave the crate there, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. 'Cause, I mean, we can.
Okay.
We can.
All
So we get back on the ship, and when you get back on, Schmel is having a very good time with 377. Oh, what a cute little crab. What a cute little crab. Yes. Talking to it like a toddler. Your crab is so cute.
I'm glad you like him. He's unique. Just gonna kind of walk to the back of the ship and go downstairs.
Where's Yama?
Yama is also touching the crab, but she's like, she's giving it little pats. You like this? Oh, there's a VCR in this guy. So the two of them are having a good time with 377.
Yeah, that crab bunks with Flux, so you probably be careful what movies you watch.
Well,
Oh my god.
what is this one? Pops it out, looks at it, and it just has a bunch of numbers on it. Boring. Okay, put that back in there.
Literally just a recording.
Yeah, it's just
of
like
everything
a
they've been doing.
Yeah. Great. So we've gotten back on board the whole Bessie.
Yes.
What's next?
Flex is literally just downstairs holding the box.
Sulking. Okay, cool.
Pearl's gonna go bother him.
Go bother him. Go.
Pearl's coming on down. Flux, I noticed that your skin is rather red. Are you in need of ointment?
I don't think it works very well on my skin. It's not the same stuff as everybody else's.
Are you alright?
No. I don't really want to talk about it. It's personal. Just gonna look back down at the box.
Pearl's gonna take, cause she's wearing this like weird little like cape thing and like a sash. So she's gonna take off her sash. She doesn't know why Flux is sad, but it started when he took off his scarf. So she's just gonna.
What is it again, did you say? Just
It's
a
like
little-
my sash. It's like a blue, like silky sash, and she'll just kind of.
I'm gonna put it around the neck again. Thanks.
Do a little tap tap, and then go back up.
Yeah, see it, Pearl.
Now what are we doing?
Cyrus, I guess Cyrus is gonna call Umal.
Call Umal!
You're gonna meet up with this dude. You're
thought
covered
you
in
would
glittery
never
keychains.
Ask. Hey, kid. Ow, I smacked myself in the face.
Good job.
Worth it.
That's why we got rid of those cords on them things.
Hey, kid, how'd it go?
So we got the cycle and we got everything and
You got all the stuff out of the cargo car.
yeah, pretty much. We have it for you.
Do you have the whole cargo car? I don't need the whole cargo car. Anything in that is all yours. I just want the jet cycle.
We dropped off the cargo car.
The cargo car you dropped off.
Yep.
Where?
Around.
You know, about a little bit further from civilization if you wanted it.
I mean, I don't give two shits about it. I'm just curious what Virtuous is gonna do. You know they're gonna be on your ass if you just keep it out of planet. Are you doing okay, kid?
We made it there and we've gotten the good. Do you want this cycle or not?
I would love the cycle. All right. Well, all right. Here's what you're gonna do. How close are you to Urgus?
We're on Urgus.
No kidding. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay, well, okay. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to Keelan's stall in Argus, all right? Ask for frogs. That'll lead you to like a closet or a back room or a bathroom or some shit, right? That's gonna open up into the undermarket. You know how all the entrances are. And then you just ask around. I'm around, you know? I'm kind of around. I'm not always around anyways. So you're gonna go down undermarket, but remember what I said, all right? Keelan's stall, ask for frogs, and then I'll just see you there. Maybe, do you have a way to conceal the jet cycle on the way in? You can ride it if you want, but there might be some nasty folks after you. So I would just like throw a sheet over it. If you can just hover it through, it'd be like a spooky, like a little parade, like a spooky little parade.
So hide it so it doesn't trail back to you. Got it. Got it.
Yeah. All right, you good?
Yep.
All right, see you then. All right, bye.
Seems like an interesting fellow.
Got a lot going on. Great. So now you know where to go.
Yep.
I assume you're headed over there.
To the city. Yep.
Are you taking off? You let Nato drive.
Still monitoring it, but
Still,
allowing him to drive.
I think you do have to put in
Yeah.
some kind of coordinates, something.
Putting in the main coordinates for the city.
For the city. Yep. I'm going to assume. Have you been on this planet before?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you know where Keelan's stall is. Great, excellent. This is a new entrance to the undermarket, so you know Keelan, but you didn't know it was an entrance. It might be new. They shift around different entrances. And you head on over. Does anyone have any objections before we get to kind of city-esque?
I don't think we're doing it. I think we're just waiting to get stuff.
Okay. Cool. So you make it into the city, and we've detached old Bessie from the top of the car, and you find a parking space in a parking deck, slot right in, and y'all are able to disengage if you'd like. You will have to walk a little bit to kind of get to Keelan's stall.
In the cargo bay, are there any tarps or anything on our ship?
Let's find out. Yeah. There's fishing stuff.
Grabbing a tarp and
Yeah,
just
great.
throwing it over.
Okay, sounds good to me. So we heading off the ship. What are we doing with what do we say to Shmel and Yama?
Did you guys want to go live your lives?
Interesting way to put that.
We're at a city. If you want to go, you can go.
What happened to him?
He is a young man. And-
Yama's like, what?
And I'm told that when beings are younger, they have
Flex is just getting off the ship.
Flex is leaving.
they have mood swings.
That is usually true. Depends on the species. Sometimes they get mood swings when they're older. Fun little fact to file away.
I will remember that.
Okay, great. I am gonna see if there is a coffee shop around here. I'm desperate for an espresso. Anybody want anything? Well,
Yeah,
yeah?
an espresso machine. If you see one and you can snag one, that'd be great.
Espresso machine money, please.
What do they go for?
10,000 keen? Low end?
Sorry, just side rub like.
All right, we'll work on trying to score an espresso machine.
Okay, I'm
ourselves.
gonna go get something to drink.
We'll get a legal, way more dangerous espresso machine.
Schmel looks at Otto and goes, I am not staying with that thing again. I have a resume of guarding. I can bodyguard, I guess. It's clearly smuggling something. So, away we go, I guess.
Smell,
let me put my helmet back on.
smell. Don't give up your dreams.
I did a long time ago.
Well,
You're very sweet. Do you
ungive
want
'em up.
this? Do you want this in where you're going or not?
Well, what? Huh?
Your buddy over here has clearly thrown a tarp over a jet cycle, a 3-seater.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get that very far.
You got some suggestions?
Yeah, punch him.
Well, lay 'em on us, Schmelster.
I'm not gonna punch you. That would go bad for me. Usually, I'm just saying I can help. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You've lost one of your people. Should we go? I don't know if our had fluxes. Should we go?
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
let's go.
Nods.
Let's go.
Okay. You walk into the city and you come across a stall that's actually like a bookseller. That says Keelan's Used Books, and there's a fellow there who's just sitting there reading. Can I help you?
Yeah, you most likely could.
Mm-hmm.
If I could go see frogs, that would be great.
Wait, what?
Sure. Follow me. And
That's a type of animal?
Hieronymus is flipping through the stacks of books there. Look at this. It's a first edition copy of The Unwanted Prophet.
it's very valuable. It is signed. It's got a little skull on the inside.
Nice. Oh, I've been looking for one of these. He throws a couple of trites on the counter and sticks it in his bag.
Good. Traits out in the open. Good. Yeah, so Keelan leads you back into the back of the bookstore, and there is a entrance that looks like a broom closet, and it opens it up, kind of like a little wavy force field situation, and you all enter through, and now you are in the hustle and the bustle of the undermarket. You see stalls lining the streets. They go up, they hover up super high, and this is the only undermarket. Every entrance leads here. There's only one undermarket, but the way that they kind of lie to the Zolarians is that there's many undermarkets. There's one on every planet. They communicate with each other. There's a whole network, but there's only one. And everybody that enters has to have the secret codes to go through the doors. The doors change very quickly, and this is the underbelly of criminal activity in the known universe.
Good to be
The
home.
Mos Eisley Cantina.
It's more than that.
It's a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
It's a whole city of it. No one knows truly where the undermarket is located. That if you were to try to find it in any other way other than the entrances, you would not be able to. And everybody has a permanent stall there. There very rarely do stalls change. Where are we headed? Where are we trying to go?
I think we want to get rid of this as soon as possible.
Okay. Where does that mean?
I don't have any idea. I think Flux probably knows. Actually, wait. Yeah, I do know.
Where are you going?
We gotta go to Zenkers for that.
Okay. All right. Are you just leaving, or
No,
you...
I'm gonna look at everybody and be like, do you guys want to get rid of that thing first or this thing? Both look pretty obvious.
The cycle's bigger.
We can do that first. I have a place I need to go to get rid of this.
All right.
Cool. Cyrus, you have to look at a couple stalls. You see there's a ton of signage everywhere. It's so confusing. It's not helpful signage at all. But it does point you kind of, you start to follow the maze. It's just really an Escherin maze. And you slowly come up to the stall that says like Umal, but it's like backwards, and then it's like upside down, and it's like very clearly like trying to be like sly. And at the front is a tiny little alien who goes, "What do you want?"
Have a little bit something
What do you want?
to give to Umal.
And he knows you're coming. He didn't tell me.
You can ask
you
or
know
not.
I can't let you in unless you're on the list.
I should always be on the list. I'm one of her top retrievers.
Cyrus. I didn't recognize you with the black eye. You're always so careful.
Are ya?
Come on in, he's waiting for you.
I live around this place, and this is still weird.
And that is where I'm gonna end our undermarket journey for today. As much as I would love to do some role playing with Umal, it is getting close to time for this stream. So, thank you everybody for watching, for joining us on Health Hits Experience. I hope you enjoyed this foray into the world of, I don't remember what we called this universe, because there's too much of it.
The world of this world.
The world of this world, the world of the universe.
The world of the Zolarian Empire.
The world of the Solarian Empire. Yes, yes, yes. Today's adventure brought to you by Colorado Brown and Pretty Lee. Music and sound effects provided by Sirenscape. I am using Market Street 2076. I use the engine room. Lots of good stuff from Sirenscape. Thank you to Molly Cook and Alex Giomuela Gonzalez in the control room. Special thanks to Community Access Media for the use of their facilities and equipment. Reminder, we are not having a game next Monday. You can join us on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m., September 7th, for something very special and exciting. Hope you join us then. In the meantime, how many holes does a straw have? We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
No, you gotta do the hands this time. We gotta do the hands.
Hands.
Yeah, you can do it. It's okay.